Hello, Orchinistas! I thought I would give you a quick update. After a tropical storm went through, how did my orchids fare on the grow space outdoors? Well, everybody did very well, except for one plant, and I'll show you that in a second. This plant here was totally full of water. I'll pop up a picture of what it looked like. Because this pot doesn't have any drainage. Now the black pot that it's planted in the stay line, it does, but the whole thing was full of water. I had to drain that several times. But I put a lot of the orchids that were especially over here on the top shelf here. I put all of these right here. I put them down below so that they wouldn't get knocked over if we had any high winds. But I didn't think about this shelf. So guess what happened? Yeah. Wind came, knocked this plant, knocked my luddemanniana down on the ground, and it broke the new growth. Look at this. The new growth. Broke it off. Then it had water in it, rotted. I mean, I could squeeze the water out, but it rotted all of this part here. And I mean, just as soon as it fell, I heard it. I came out here, got it up off of the ground, and set it. Well, it was leaning over. So I picked it up, put a little bit of bark back in it that had fallen out. But notice, new growth had broken off. And I do think there was some other damage. I think it got damaged here and right here on this pseudobulb. But I do have good eyes that I've been waiting. This was the last pseudobulb that bloomed. This one here got a little bit of crinkling damage there when it fell. And I have been waiting for these eyes to pop out. They have been bulging forever, it seems like. And I have soaked this in sea kelp extract multiple times to get that to grow. So maybe now that this one here isn't going to finish developing, it'll go on and push out some new growth here. A little bit of swelling here could also get some new growth coming out of this one. But other than that, everybody else did really, really good. I think I had also moved the catasetum. Now I do want to show you this catasetum here. I've shown you this before. I did a video on this one as to whether or not did I repot this too late. And I showed you in the last video of the grow space here that there were so many new roots growing. Let me see if I can move this a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. Look at all of that root growth. So I didn't repot this too late. But look at this. Let me show you. This time of year, this is August, almost mid-August here in the Northern Hemisphere. And look, it will put out a flush of new root growth. And I'm getting all these aerial roots. They're much smaller, much thinner than what's down here. But it's doing really, 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 really good. Really good. This is my Clowesia Grace Dunn in the Catasetum family. Sorry, I should have told you that. Okay, now look here. We've got some of these back here. These are some other Catasetum Alliance plants that I have. But look here. Look. Look at that. This is the Galleandra Green Woodiana. I pronounced that rightly. I'm trying to pull the tag out here so you can see the tag. Let me put the plant. Here it is. Here's the tag. And look at that. Look at these buds that have popped out. I'm so excited about that. That is so cool. And these are ones that I talked about that there was some damage to them when they came out of the box. And several people had posted online that their orders as well, the leaves had damage to them. But it hasn't affected the plants. It hasn't. They're still growing. They're doing really good. Look at this one here. This one might even be putting out a bloom spike. Let's see what this is. I just noticed this. What is that right there? Is that just another root tip? Let me see here so you can see what the tag says here. And what is that? What's dripping? Do you see that new growth right there? Guys, that's not a root. I'm here to tell you, it's not. We're going to keep an eye on that and see whether or not that's a bloom spike. You see that right there? Look at this right here. You see that growth? Oh, that is so exciting. So see, it didn't affect the plant at all. What is this down in here? Got some bugs, or not bugs. What is that? Just some debris from the rain that we had, hopefully. Have to get that cleaned out. Okay, then let's check this one here. This is the Clowesia Alexandria. Is it Sava? This is a Cloacetum. The Clowesia crossed with a Catasetum. So this is actually CLO there stands for Cloacetum. Don't see anything popping up out of it, which is fine. Look how tiny the pseudobulb was. So this isn't going to bloom, I wouldn't suspect, this year. But they're doing great. They are doing just wonderful out here. Just great. Everything is doing wonderful. Let me show you this right here. This is a Plumeria. Get my little wind chime out of the way here. Look at this. This is a Plumeria cutting that I got from one of the places that I volunteer at. They just were having so much trouble in the conservatory with the with the large Plumeria. So they cut it down. I took a spike of it, a little cutting of it, put it in some Super Thrive, potted it up, and look at there. It's been about probably 2 months now. Isn't that cool? All right, guys, I just wanted to give you a little quick update of the grow space here after a tropical storm went through the area. Everybody did just wonderful. And until next time, guys, happy orchid growing. Bye.